Hey, welcome back, guys. We're going to do a replay with commentary of the newest member to the Napoleon Total War. So this is a 4v4 at Austerlitz. We have on the attacker side Hound, the Turk, HNR, Coque de Quero, General Green, Chaplain Carroll, Alexander Nevsky, Morphose, as well as red and white. So let's start with how to properly attack it at Austerlitz. As the attackers, this is what you're facing. Two hills, one huge hill. So you never want to attack head on. You want to split your forces and attack on both flanks, which, surprisingly, they do. Let's fast forward a tad. Oh, the rules were 3 art max, no fixed, no unicorns, and 4 light max. So the bombardment, as long as you get your artillery set up correctly, which Prussia does not. That one is, this one is hitting the ground, and this one isn't even unlimbered. As the defenders, this entire army is going to be all hidden, as you notice here. They're all hidden. You will also notice there's a timer. I do play with a timer, especially on ranked games such as this, simply for the fact that if there is no timer, people refuse to move. So the vast majority of the action does occur on our left flank. They do combine and push well. This right side doesn't produce much and ultimately gets destroyed. And you see how slow that art, so you could tell he's still hitting the ground, and you could tell by the, it's a pretty good indicator. It's still not having his art set up, so this may be his first online battle, or second, you know. So this is Morphose. This is the red and white. So let's fast forward until we get to some action here. Again, not much to watch over here. I was going to say that's a pretty ballsy move to bring your art out like that. I would have actually waited till they started to unlimber. Let's see if he gets him. I really don't know. I was paying attention more to my guy, so I'm not sure what all goes down right here, but it was a pretty close game. Again, this entire army was hidden, so when you think you have an advantage, it turns out that you truly don't. We'll try to keep this video under 25 minutes. So this map is weird, right? The snow will make your men exhausted. So you can't run. I mean, you can run, but you will exhaust your men by running. And it seems like with all the trees and the forestry, your men last a while because you miss your shots quite a bit. But he's doing a good job pushing. And he moves so slow in the snow, you may as well keep this on a little faster pace, at least for a while. Again, this is the best tactic you can use. Is you want to come, you took away half of an army by getting the flanks. He really should have pursued on the far right as well. It should have been a team effort. So Great Britain and Spain, they did well together. So whoever you two are, you need to reconnect and play again. And these guys over here, you need to go ahead and get a refund on the game and never play it again. Ah, man, it's still, you could just fast forward this thing. No, I will take 100% credit for how slow we play. But again, I knew that we had an inexperienced player. Nothing against you, Morphose. You're my guy. But there's no reason to push right away. But I do assure you, I do push and I do win. Don't, so I don't just sit back here the entire game. And the reason, I'm going to just put it on play. So the reason why I waited is because I wanted as many men to our far left, so this side, as possible, so that when I do attack, I'm not facing 1, 2, 3, three armies. So he's, Austria is committing more and more men, which now is going to allow us to potentially 2v1 more or less, and I am making men rout. So you take the art away, you win the war. That's why you'll notice a lot of guys will play with no art allowed. That's because they're cowards. Just look at the history behind the Napoleonic Wars, and his tactics and his style heavily relied on artillery. So playing this game with no art allowed is absolutely ridiculous. Now, some of you could probably argue that 3 is a little much, but I do it for to increase the speed of the game. If you can't protect 1 art, or let me rephrase this, if you can't protect 3 art, you're not going to be able to protect 1, and if your art gets destroyed, you deserve to die. And he should have put these men right about here to protect. And just really, so really I thought, I mean, I guess the idea was great, but the execution was horrid. Again, I didn't, this is the first time watching this, so this isn't fabricated. Russia does send support via Cav. Canister shots to the foot guards. Not really doing much damage. I think the canister shots are actually going over. Not much you can do about that. I said 25 minutes, right? Oh my goodness, night. I can't even count. That's 13 minutes. So Russia does a push. Some action. Going for the art. Yeah, this is a fail. So this is just hopes and dreams right here. For whatever reason. Of course, I didn't realize that he had hidden troops. But I thought I had him dead to rights. And of course, at the same time, Russia is getting the howitzers. And I actually forget if he got them or not. Yeah, had this, I would have been okay just with 1 line infantry, but 2 line infantry, I wasn't prepared for that. So actually, by then you could tell I got mad. So with that, I got a little mad, and I'm like, okay, I'm ending this, and basically, just push. He charges his Cav. I was kind of ill prepared, but again, the snow slows you down so much that even his charge is foiled. So good, we got his Cav. Now we'll let the games begin. So this side here, for whatever reason, oh, he must be dead. Yep, I bet. He's dead, so he's going to take, I guess, avenge his general's death with honor. No offense, but I'm going to imagine my side's a little bit more entertaining. At least in interim. So this is where you do just the constant push. Don't fall back like this. You know, don't. So when you begin to attack, don't fall back. Fight against the howitzers. Men will die, which is fine. When I say don't retreat, what I do here with my lights is fine. I put the line in a square formation, line these guys up, so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to have 7 different lines firing at 1 here in a second, so he's not going to last long. And then I'll shift these guys over here and start the wheel. Again, the wheel, the wagon wheel is the formation that will win games. He should have, had he done it to me, well, obviously Russia would come, but um, don't do a straight line like this. And obviously, all of his men from this line basically is in howitzer range, so they're just going to get absolutely devastated. He's getting wrecked. Yep. Maneuvering in the snow slow, so I'm going to push these guys, do the half wheel. And he follows suit, so now we totally encompassed. Encircled, I guess. I'll get it absolutely as close as possible. Ensure these shots count. Try to get a better camera angle here. So ensuring these shots count. I push these guys even more. Sorry. I never claimed to be a cameraman. Again, now you're retreating, so you're not firing, and you're still losing men. So this is just one of those times where you got to man up, and the idea is to kill. Of course, I'm team killing myself right here, but you know what? Men are gonna die. A couple failed charges. Yeah, get used to that. If you're in the snow, your men are going to get wore out. Great shots. Look at men flying through the air like Peter Pan. Absolutely demoralizing. Oh my goodness. Just absolutely devastating. I'd love to see another man fly just so I can slow her down. Absolutely destroying. Just amazing. Here we go. A little cav charge. I don't know why the camera. There we go. Yeah, you can see everything now. See what happens. Of course, obviously, back up the men, square formation. That's, yeah, you may as well stop. But now you're still going to get blasted. You're going to run across my entire line. Not going to work, buddy. Yeah, where are you going to go? So, alright, so he's dead. They're safe. Move everybody back up to where they were. with the little adjustments, as you can see. So of course he's sniping. This right here is just about enough to piss you off, no matter who you are. Absolutely piss you off. Yeah, bring that general over. That's the bad part when you're stuck between the creek and the. There's only one way in and one way out. Another failed cab charge. Great teamwork with Russia. Yep, there it goes. That's the devastating blow for Denmark. Yeah, nobody's gonna last long when you're being suppressed by superior fire power and your general dies. It's a good game. Of course, I keep blasting my own men. I don't know what he's trying to do with this art. So this is where just still maintaining that half moon. The idea is just to get basically what the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's still eight lines firing at one. Concentrating all fire. So anyway, I'm going to consider that one. They're done. You can stick a fork in them. Let's see how Spain's doing over here. What do we got here? Austria. A little flanking maneuver. So again, basically, don't worry about the right side. It's done. These guys, they're pushing. Very slowly, though. But yeah, they're all exhausted, as you see. He says they're active, but it's exhausted, exhausted, exhausted. So, of course, I'm running out of ammo. He should have pushed up more here. You always look at your mistakes and learn from them. Each game's a little different, so you're always going to make a mistake here or there. Again, like my one mistake was wasted a cab unit, right? So we all will make a mistake, and you learn from it. Will I ever try that again? Probably. But at least I'll be aware that there's probably hidden units. So I may try the same tactic just at a different time in the game. And you'll probably see what a better use of that cab would have been here in a little bit. Oh, I'm not going to make my 25-minute deadline. I'm at 24 minutes and 6 seconds. But still good, very good battle. Truly, it's how you properly play as the defender side, and it's truly how you play as the attacker side. They're doing the half moon. I mean, they're doing everything perfect. They have a flanking unit. Not really sure what they're doing, but at least they have it. I guess one of those things, better to have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. When your men are hiding like that, that means they're not engaged. But they should have just did a huge push right here, because they could have changed the outcome of the battle. Yeah, he's rushing. No pun intended. He's rushing. Sorry. We got here a little art support. So when you're making your opponent scramble like that, you know you got a man retreating. So you know you got him. Got him right where you want him. But how the hell they move up the damn hill so fast, I'll never know. These guys are going to be absolutely wore out. What do we got going on over here? So what was I doing? Basically, to be honest with you, I thought these guys were going to get destroyed. So I come over here, I bring my slow-ass art, and I was basically going to hold right here. For whenever they beat these guys, they'd come to me, and obviously it would be the Alamo right here. So that was my tactic. Of course, my teammate, who was Prussia, red and white, he's like, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" And I said, "I'm flanking." No, I really wasn't flanking. Basically, I'm hiding, not necessarily hiding, but you get my point. Preparing for the worst. What do we got here? Yeah, he just, yeah, he should have committed more men. He was, I don't know, he was focused, maybe protecting his art, so that's why he has men here. But just looking at it, yeah, I guess if he started going up the hill, he'd go behind, so it's just in a weird spot. Should have pushed. Shouldn't be waiting right now. Cav charged this art, so you start charging. Gotta move quick. Gotta move a lot quicker than this. But it's hard. Like, I played with red and white and also meat shield. Or Russia is meat shield. And first time playing with Morph on this, but I know Morph. Long story short, this is what happens when you don't have a good connection of people to play with. It's the unpredictability. I honestly allowed these guys to line back up. If I had the ability to rewind, you would see how screwed they were. And then now they're good to go again. They're shooting at the art. Yeah, you should have charged them. You guys running there, they're exhausted. That's the hard part. I don't believe my art ever does get set up. More reinforcements come. There you go. So that's exactly what you needed to do. Immediately charge the art. Even if yep, perfect. And then just skip this, and keep going. On to the next one. Too much moving. You need to spread these guys out. See how the hell he needs to as well. But like 2 rows deep is all you need, not 4 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows. So the idea is to maximize firepower. You get these grenadiers the hell out of here. Absolutely waste of money. Less men and the normal line, and they cost more. No need for grenadiers. Unless you're trying to enter buildings, they have higher melee. What do you got going on here? You got... Oh, is this my tactic? Maybe. Appears... Yeah, you just screwed up there, didn't you? Still, they should have pushed. I mean, they should have abandoned this. Even with your generals, get this art. Could have went a little bit different. My general. Where the hell is my general? Where the hell is my general? Oh, good. Oh, I killed art. Good. Okay. So hell, you're doing all this work to protect your art, and you don't even protect your art. Amazing. Luckily, I was looking in that direction, so you could probably see whenever I first initially set that charge. Hell, I didn't remember what happened. So right here, now, this is when the defenders should have... Okay, yeah, you do push. This is when you push, and you just end the damn game. Yeah. Let's fast forward. I mean, it's... The concept was great. Absolutely perfect. You want to combine and attack both flanks. So this is what I mean. It absolutely just wasted these men. They could have pushed up. I mean, if you're gonna lose them, at least lose them with honor. Man, it's just lights, musketeer. Ah, there you go. There's a lifeguard foot, but what do you got here? Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have just went differently. Maybe did something different. I mean, I don't know what the hell. It's obvious that you're about 30 yards off, 20 yards off. No, maybe not, but that's how inaccurate these things. If you're aiming at this and you're hitting around here, yeah, it's not good. And then run your general across the line. Now you're absolutely surrounded. Absolutely surrounded. Art finally gets set up. My men, I'm just trying to rest them. I'm very tired, exhausted. I just do it melee to charge. I don't mess around with trying to fire. Well, at least I thought I did, but anyway, great game overall. Got you at about 35 minutes. A lot of death. Great, great tactic. Hound. Oh, that's upsetting. Coco de Quero. That's upsetting. Spain did his job. Morph, again, first time I think playing online, or second, so that's respectable. Um, but you're also surrounded by, I have 7 stars. I think he has 6 and 6, so you are in good hands. Let's see who had the most. Nothing spectacular. Absolutely, yeah. There's my wasted cav unit. But anyway, good game, guys.